Well, the latest on the SEPTA funding crisis, I believe this afternoon there was a lawsuit in which we have breaking news right now out of City Hall, a courtroom there. A judge has ruled SEPTA cannot go forward with their impending regional rail cuts. However, they do not have to undo service cuts already in place. CBS Philadelphia's Dan Snyder has been in the courtroom all day watching this unfold. Dan, what is the latest from your vantage point?
Yeah, Siafa, within the last hour, the judge issued that temporary injunction that says SEPTA cannot move forward with this phase of its service cuts. So that would include those regional rail cuts that were slated for Tuesday. The judge says regional rail has to carry on as it is today. However, as you mentioned, it does not mean SEPTA has to roll back the cuts that are already in place today. So any cuts made to bus lines, trolley lines, subway lines, those will remain in place for now. There are some questions, however, about Monday's planned 21.5% fare increase. Attorney George Paquetto, who represented a group of citizens in this complaint, believes that increase should not take effect. SEPTA officials say they're still waiting to see the written order from a judge. I believe that written order is coming down shortly, so hopefully we can get that for you. And now, while Paquetto called this ruling a win, SEPTA also had concerns that it may not be able to turn around its system to prevent the regional rail cuts by Tuesday. They'd previously said they needed around 10 days to reverse those cuts and said the regional rail process has already started. But General Manager Scott Sauer says they will do their best to comply with this order.
The judge wants us to keep service at the levels that we're running today. That's going to take a lot of effort. We know we needed 10 days to turn this around. So we're going to take a look and see how best we can comply with that order.
She said and made it crystal clear she's heard more than enough evidence to grant the relief that the plaintiffs have requested today, and we're delighted that she did so, and we couldn't be happier for the citizens of Philadelphia.
So again, the big takeaway for riders this afternoon in this ruling, any service cuts that are in place today will remain. The injunction ruled SEPTA not allowed to move forward in this phase, so the plan to reduce service on regional rail cannot go forward. And again, this case not over at this point. In fact, both these sides are due back in court on Thursday. SEPTA says he will give additional testimony at that time, and Attorney Paquetto says that's the point where he will ask the judge to reverse those bus, trolley, and subway line cuts that are already in place. So still more to play out, but as of today, regional rail cuts not going into effect on Tuesday. Live at City Hall, Dan Snyder. We'll send it back to you.
Big update there. Dan, thank you for your reporting. And we're trying to help you figure out what's cut and what's not, and how to get around if you are impacted. That's on the front page of CBSPhiladelphia.com.